enjoying Danny Hacksaws?
This is the best place
Never
ever.
had a better time in my life.
Excellent. Glad to hear that.
Lots of hot chicks.
Oh man, hey,
Good food.
you're gonna get lucky tonight.
And the beer is cold.
I gotta get some film. Well, I remember, otherwise I'm gonna forget. Georgie, say hi.
Say hi. Oh, hi.
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 Robbie.
Pull it, Joe back. All right, got her.
One, two, three.
There you go.
There you go. Thanks, Don and June. They're the best of the West. You're welcome.
Thank you.
I just come here because of family, really. The people, definitely. The owner. Been coming here for a long time, so we get relationships, and everybody here is pretty good people. So.
They start having weddings, they put weddings up, anniversaries, anything here. And then they did a lot of to collect money for somebody, you know.
It's an anniversary that none of us will ever forget. 4 years ago, we lost a wonderful man to cancer. And Tom has graciously offered to have his head shaved to raise money for cancer research. And he donates his hair to Locks of Love so that the children that are suffering this awful disease can make wigs. On behalf of everyone, myself and especially Tom, thank you all so much for coming. You ready, bud? Okay. I'm gonna just lay them down really carefully and then I'll put them in the wax after. So proud of you. It all off.
And she wants this all off. Thank God you didn't have any hidden cameras back in the kitchen. Because when this came out and people would see it, like some of the shit I say back there ain't nice.
We're live now. Okay. Here, start things off on a fucking wealthy note. My name's Don. I'm Hacksaw. You're gonna love me.
This is my friend. Oh yeah.
What makes Danny Hacksaws special are the people. Absolutely. Absolutely. We have met the most amazing people.
Well, I mean, again, you got all your characters, you know, there's your average Joe, and then there's your wild childs, and it's an assortment of everyone. That's the nice thing, you know. You go to Danny Hacksaws, it's not just a cut and paste, exact, typical client, you know. Everyone's got their own little quirks about them, and that's what makes it different, right?
I got a lot of brothers sitting right beside me right here, and
Yeah, and the more we drink, the better friends we become. So.
not really. That's actually not true, actually. Yeah, no, not him either.
I've made some great, friends that I probably wouldn't have made friends with. They're all older, like in their 40s and 50s, but they're great people, and I would hang with them outside of work. We go to concerts together. Again, they came to my wedding. So yeah, it's definitely something I would never have done had I not worked here.
Every time the door opens, everybody at the bar will turn around and look, and if they know the person, they'll say their name, and I'm not joking.
Danny Hacksaws is by far one of the best bars in the city.
You'll know what I mean when you see
Get out of here. Just get out of here.
It's very friendly atmosphere. I mean, there's not very many places you can go and sit down and enjoy, and people come in and they'll say hi to you whether they know you or not.
Well, it's like a second home.
been coming here since it opened?
It's like everybody knows your name. Yeah.
Just kind of like Cheers, you know, everybody knows your name. Everybody comes to have a laugh and a couple of beers after work or whatever.
Yeah, just like Cheers, everybody knows your name.
Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name.
This was an episode of Cheers. Who would Don be? I would probably say Ted Danson.
I don't know if he'd be Ted Danza. Maybe a little grumpier Ted Danza.
Like the boss of Cheers, you know, his dad walks around with this little cocky strut, but you know, that's him, he's the man, right?
Oh, it should be Norm. Because Norm likes to drink.
Norm? Oh, the alcoholic who never leaves? I mean, I didn't say that, but...
Norm. My husband said I was Norm.
Well, June Elda. Like, what can I say?
Oh, who was the one played by Christy Alley? Yeah.
You know, we got Bob, who's the daytime mayor, and then we got the major, who's the nighttime mayor, and you know, we give everybody little titles, but it's just that little, you know, the ultimate comfort zone. People, when they come to Hacksaws, they're so comfortable. March 17th, 1977. That's when I started with the keg as a salad boy. Making salads. Then went to a busboy, then from a busboy went to a line cook to the head cook to a food manager, bar manager, and then I was a general manager for about 8 years. I got one more year with the keg and then decided Donald was born, so I was a stay-home dad for 2 years.
Well, before we got the restaurant, what Don would do every day was fantastic, is I'd come home and, well, I used to leave a little list for him. So I got really spoiled that 2 years because I'd come home and the house would be clean, the laundry would be done, supper would be on the table. It was really nice.
And then one day June just said, time to go find a job. So.
The idea to start the restaurant, if I can recall correctly, I think it was mine.
Time to go find a job.
I said to him, well, why don't you just start your own? We were just batting things around and I said, well, why don't you just start your own? And he was like, oh, okay. You know, it was like, I don't think he thought that it was possible.
It was exciting. They were starting a new adventure. Don had wanted to do this for a long time. And June supported him, and together they made it work.
And we started looking, and then finally we found a place which eventually turned into Danny Hacksaws.
The name Danny Hacksaws came from my dad's partner was Dan, and my dad's nickname is Hacksaw. I don't know where he got that from though. Something with school.
My old boss, we were doing a sports thing one time and he submarined me out and I did the same thing back to him and he goes, oh, we got ourselves a hack. We got ourselves a hacksaw. And from that day, that's what they called me. Everybody called me Hacksaw.
So they just kind of combined their names to make Danny Hacksaws. And then when Dan left, he just kept the name. Everyone said he should change it to Hacksaws, but everyone knows it's Danny Hacksaws, so.
When we first started the business, we had to have like something. You want to have a catchphrase, you want to have a motto, you want to have something.
Being Edmonton, because it has more restaurants per capita than any city in North America. So people have a lot of choices.
So I kept tossing things around and I came up with the ultimate comfort zone.
The ultimate comfort zone.
The ultimate comfort zone, I think, just means just a place where you can go no matter who you are and feel like your family. You know, and that's kind of what we've developed at the pub. I think that's what's kept us going for 19 years strong, is the fact that it doesn't matter who you are, you come in there, we're going to treat you like family.
And the reason I think it's called that is because people can come in here and this is like home to them. After 20 years, they've built a tremendous relationship with a lot of people here.
People that like say when they come to Hacksaws, it's like being in your rumpus room in the 70s.
And they can come in, they can pretty much be who they are. They have their favorite little places to sit. Haven't put names on the chairs yet, but I'm sure that would be an ultimate goal of some.
And like I say, you know, as we say, you can do whatever you want, but respect the house. You know, as long as you're not disturbing people. Like I say, it's not like church at Hacksaws, like the F-bomb sometimes. Give me the bill I gave you!
I was watching Seinfeld one night, and they had the Soup Nazi on there.
Excuse me, I think you forgot my bread.
Bread, $2 extra.
And the way he was, he made everybody like stand a certain way to get their soup, and I thought, oh my God, that's Don.
Well, it hits it right on the nail. I mean, the soup Nazi, of course, you know, if you don't like it his way, you can get the hell out of the place.
Like, even though customers are ordering it, yeah, it's like, no, it's my way. Like, people will change their orders, and I'm like, no, they can't have that. They can have it, though.
I know people joke that he's like the steak Nazi because he yells and stuff a lot.
You can't say Nazi.
Like, oh my God, you guys, you can't believe it. Like, you'll go back there sometimes.
It's like, I'm pretty anal back there, like.
And he'll be like, well, I can't say what he says, but
No, but it's real. It's
I
real.
could so see him saying to somebody, no steak for you, and just closing the door and walking away, right?
Oh yeah, well, it'll be me walking fucking away. Then what are you
It's
guys
real,
gonna do?
real.
Yeah, well, I'm not doing it.
Somebody will order something and he'll be like, oh, what is this? Friggin' McDonald's? What are the arches on? And he's like freaking out. And I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, right?
No soup for you.
You know, for the most part, people, I think they like the Hacksaw show when they come and see the lunatic owner running around.
It's pretty funny to watch, actually.
My dad's in good spirits for most of the time unless you piss him off.
People either like me or they hate me. There's no in between because I don't like sugarcoaters. I'm not going to bullshit you. Don't bullshit me. I'm going to tell you. You know, even my friends at the pub that are like when they act like retards when they're loaded.
So if you don't listen, like you drive home drunk, like he's gonna rip you a new one next time when you come in, right? And he'll be like, this is it. You do it again, you're done here.
The man, the myth, the legend, Hacksaw.
He's just, in a put it lane, he's a comedian. I mean.
Oh, I say, yeah, I'm the God of Thunder, the King of Rock and Roll.
Don is a dick. No, I'm just edit that out. No, Don, you know, he likes to play all gruff and tough, but he's on the inside, he's just a softie.
Hacksaw, he's more of a, you know, do what you do. If you did what you did, that's you have to pay for it. And he's a great buddy and awesome.
Could be a grumpy motherfucker sometimes, but he's a pretty awesome dude.
Don wears his heart on his sleeve, I'll say that about him.
He has this whole appearance that he's a big tough guy, tattooed up, handlebar mustache, but he's as soft as baby shit when it comes down to it, you know? He's a good guy, he's got a heart of gold.
He means well, you know, he doesn't ever mean to be, like when he gets mad in the kitchen, it's not at anyone in particular, you know. Again, I don't think people get, like sometimes he's here for 18 hours a day, so by the end of the day, one more steak, he's just like, fuck, I'm done, I just want to go home.
He's been, you know what, he puts up with a lot because he's had a bunch of women working for him and, you know, for all these years, and I got to give him credit because holy shit. Yeah, sometimes having 8, 10 women all, yeah, I got to give him a lot of credit for that.
There's many times he has to work a double shift.
Yeah.
He gets here at 9 in the morning to clean up before it opens at 11. And he's there till 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, so that's a lot of hours. Plus he's gonna be back the same morning at 9 again. So he puts in quite a few double shifts, you know, and that's hard on a man, you know.
It amazes me how much he does, seriously. He gets up at 9, well he's usually out of the house by 9, and then he goes to RCWC, picks up all his groceries, he goes to the bank.
So I'm doing that, I'm shopping around the bank, going to pick up food. Then come back, well, gotta prep the food. And then after that, gotta cook the food. Then there's the paperwork, gotta do the books, gotta order the food, gotta order the booze. Then there's, you know, the end of the night, then you gotta clean everything up, put it away.
He does everything, like he cleans the toilets, he cleans, like everything.
It's not an easy job all the time.
And I don't blame him for being tired because if I had to be here every day, you know, I'd be tired too.
The guy, he can bang out 60 meals in an hour, no problem, but he is back there yelling his head off and losing his shit. But that's almost the fire that he brings to the kitchen and the passion that he has.
And there's times that I admit that I've got to control anger, or maybe it's over stupid stuff, because you goes, they can hear you. I go, no, they can't. The music's loud out there. They can't hear me, nothing. She goes, they can hear you. My wife, June, the love of my life. Best thing that ever happened to me. She's done a lot. Like she's like, especially for her, like, you know, working at the city of Edmonton full time. And then she went to school, you know, over the years to get more, to better herself for her job. Raising 2 children. Working at the pub on weekends.
June Algert is one of the most wonderful women I've ever met.
Well, she's very bubbly. You say hi when you get here. June will give you a hug if you've been around for a long, like if she knows you on a personal level, she'll give you a hug. And
Wonderful being June's sister. She's very caring and loving. And
June?
Yeah.
she's crazier than shit. That's what I like about Jane.
Mom, to put it bluntly, is the rock of the family. She's kind of kept everyone together, and you know, through the good, the bad, the ugly, she's always been there. I can't even compare who's a harder worker between Mom and Dad. They're both just an awesome team together.
Oh, I knew that they were meant to be together. There was no two ways about it. We went to a function, and Dawn came. I don't think June and Dawn were together at the time. She was actually with somebody else at the party. But I looked over at Dawn, and I could see the way he looked at June, and you could just see he was really interested. And I believe I said to June, you know, Dawn really thinks a lot of you. Like, I can see it in his eyes.
And it was funny, I didn't know this, but he told his parents, well, his mom, he went home one day after he met me, and he told me this years later. He said, I met the woman today that I'm gonna marry. I ended up getting pregnant, actually, and so I decided I was gonna have the baby, and I said to him, well, it's all good, you don't have to be with me, it's fine, you know, and he would not leave me alone. Like, he kept phoning me and coming to my door, and he wanted to be a part of everything, right? Operating a business, for me, has shown me like how much I respect local. Like, I respect small business so much, and we try to support them as much as we can because we know how hard it is.
For Don to have made this pub work without his wife, I don't think so. I absolutely believe she's the backbone of Don.
She's talks to anyone, right? So she'll go to any table, doesn't have to know them. She'll talk about her life and ask them about their life. So
because June knows everyone. June goes out of her way for everybody. You know, all our regulars, all our functions. That's just what she does.
And I still see the twinkle in his eye. Better stay there too.
It's been interesting being married to Don, actually. He's grown so much as a person, like incredibly over the years. And he's hilariously funny.